to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sarah Romano and I'm a fashion, beauty, and lifestyle influencer. And today I'm going to be sharing my top 10 favorite makeup items. So let's get right into it. So number one, we're going to start with the foundation, and of course I'm going to go with the NARS, this bottle. I don't know what it's called on the website because they have a few foundations, but this one, and I'm in the shade Barcelona. It is water-based, so if you have sensitive skin, I recommend, but if you have oily skin, I really don't recommend. If you have oily skin, I recommend the Fenty foundation. But as you can see, like, I use this up. I have another one, but yeah, it looks dirty or whatever. So that's how you know I'm using it on the daily. I'm wearing it right now. So yeah, I think it's very long-lasting. Doesn't make me feel cakey, doesn't dry me out, doesn't make me like have any blemishes or anything like that. So it's really good. I love it. The next item that I'm going to recommend is a concealer, and it is the Born This Way by Too Faced concealer. And before, I was just using NARS, and then until this lady at Sephora put me onto it, I just used the NARS one here and here and on my nose, and then this one I put under my eyes and right here. And this has like super coverage, and it's so good, like so good. And this is like way lighter than like my regular shade, but you need to get you one of these. The next thing I'm going to recommend is baking powder by Huda Beauty. You know, you guys see the pairing together all the time on TikTok, but I have the shade Banana Bread. So good, really so good, and it doesn't have like a weird, like, it smells good, like, I don't know how to describe it. I want to get the rosy one. It looks so good, but they're always sold out and it's always on online only, so I'm trying to get that, but you guys need to get this. The next thing I'm going to recommend is, of course, the Rare Beauty blush. So this I actually put on before my concealer because it's very pigmented, and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, but the concealer's gonna come. No, literally, this is how it looks after you put this on first and then the concealer. So I put this, the concealer, and then the baking powder, and it's still very pigmented. So yeah, you literally only need one drop. It's so pigmented. Like, when the first time I used it, I was like, am I using this correctly? Like, so definitely worth your money. The next thing I'm going to recommend is the Makeup by Mario eyeliner. If you're an eyeliner girly, this is for you. It is so easy to apply. Like, I never learned how to do eyeliner with the pencil or like the powder. I started in with just this. Like, you go through here and then you meet it like that, and then it's like very easy because you use it against the side. I don't like draw it on, like I go like against the side. Very easy to do. The next thing I'm going to recommend is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and this is literally like the Dior dupe one. It's so good. So good. I use it all the time. I sometimes contour around the nose with it, or I go right here. The next thing I'm going to recommend is the Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife. I only use this on my nose because, like, I just like I'm like a golden girl, you know? I like the gold colors. I like how it like looks. It's so cute. I like, especially with the ring light. But yeah, it's so pigmented. Let me tell you, when I tell you this lasts for a long time, look at how much I have, and I bought this when it first came out. This is the only one I ever owned, so I should tell you that right there. Like, it lasts a long time. The next thing I'm going to recommend is for eyeshadow, is the Nude Medium by Huda Beauty, and I just love this palette because it's so neutral. So yeah, it's very neutral colors. This can go for anybody, and yeah. The next thing I'm going to recommend is the Dior mascara. This one is so good. Way better than the Better Than You Know What mascara. This guy, he like put me onto it at the store. One of the Sephora employees. I always take their advice because when you see their makeup, like it just be. So you gotta be listening to the people that work in there. But you gotta tell them like your skin type and everything like that. Because I remember I told them they were about to show me something and I'm like, oh, but I have the skin type. And they're like, okay, then that changes everything. Because like they literally like study. Not like study, but like they have like a lot of like information. And then like try to like talk to them. Like make them tell you that same information. So like you know next time. So that's how I know what to do when I go makeup shopping. The final makeup item I'm going to recommend is the Chanel gloss. I think it is so pretty. It's very pigmented. They have many different shades and it just like feels like a really good quality. Like, you know, I love my Chanel. So but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I might do a skincare one too for my dry skin girlies, because this is how people mess up. They're like, oh, the skincare routine doesn't work, but it's like if you have oily skin, you're doing a dry skin girly routine. Because I remember I did that like many years ago. What was that thing that was like trending a few years back? It was that like that drugstore Cetaphil, whatever. The CeraVe, yeah. The face wash and the moisturizer was trending. And I used it and it made my skin so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally woke up the next day with mad pimples, and then I was reading into it. It says it was for oily skin people. So we all need natural oils in our face. So if you're using like, if you have dry skin and you're using a face wash that's for oily skin, it's gonna be more aggressive because they have to get rid of that excess oil. So if you're using more of an aggressive cleanser, you're gonna strip away your oils that's needed. So it's not for you. So that's why it makes you break out. You need that moisture in your face. So be mindful of the advice you take and look into it as well. So everybody's like, oh, use this in your face clear. Yeah, but what's your skin type? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.